Hello everyone, this is the Insomniac GM, and today I'm going to do something a bit different. Now, I'm going to start doing these lore videos where I pick up a book off of my bookshelf and I just run through what the lore in the book is. That way, if you don't own the book, you don't want to buy it, you don't know the setting, you don't have the attention span to read it, I can give you just a quick understanding of the book and you can run a game in that setting. And if it intrigues you, you can purchase it yourself and dive much deeper into it. But this is just the surface level of what I'm going to be teaching you. Now, I will be covering more after the bomb books, but I plan on also covering other books too. So, for the first one, I'm going to cover this after the bomb book. It was a setting book for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness. So, now to start off, in After the Bomb, this is set in a apocalyptic future where almost all of humanity has been wiped out and animals have now mutated. I will get into what caused this in another video because one of the books I'm currently reading goes in much greater detail of what caused this apocalypse. But we start off with the Empire of Humanity. They are in Technovale. So the humans in here are much more advanced. Like they are these ones you see on here with a robot, the armored suits, ray guns, and whatnot. They are much more advanced. They have the edge in technology and resources. They They are lacking on their numbers, though, and that's the big issue. Now, what the Empire wants is they want to end up bringing humanity back to the top of the world. They're more of a minority now because of all these animals, and they want to stop that. They want to change things back to the way they were before what caused the apocalypse. Now, they're currently their main opponent is Cardonia. It's led by a fox. They have mainly dogs, cats, mice, like just common household animals you would see. And there are some exotic animals in there, but they're much rarer. You'll also see humans, but these two are at war with each other. Now, most of your games may take up with you playing as someone from there, but you could also have it run anywhere else. Now, after that, we have the new kennel, which is actually an ally with the Empire. This is where their factories and whatnot are. Now, this is under control of the only mutant animals that are really allied with humans. These are dogs, wolves, anything that looks like a dog. This is because man's best friend is dogs. So they've been helping guard this territory from the Empire. Now, next off, we have. Let me look and see what the order the book says so I don't forget any. The Plains of Free Cattle. So you have the Plains of the Free Cattle, which for them, it's your cows, it's your sheep, it's your horses, a lot of your farm-like animals. Now, their leader is this like disfigured mutant horse, and they've spoken quite a few times about going up against the Empire and waging their war, but their leader's kind of a Debbie Downer. He keeps using his disfigurement as a reason for like what could happen. And it'd actually be a pretty good resource. Now, you have the Rodent Cartel of Philly. With them, it's more of a they're all about trade. It's a bunch of like rats, mice, and chipmunks and whatnot, and they're all about trading. That's where you go for trade, whatnot. I'm gonna save that one for last. You also got Bird Island. Now, Bird Island is home to all the birds. Now, these birds are, they'll capture any birds that can't fly and force them into slavery. And they're kind of antagonistic. They're not so much about helping the other side. They find themselves as much better, and they see themselves as dominant. So you could also make them an antagonist in here. Now, there's a few you will see on here that I have not touched. I'm pretty sure that's because they are in other books. But the last one we have is New York. Now, that is where I think most of your games will take place. Now, that is a New York City that's all beat up. Like, you see how the buildings are on the cover. It's all beat up. It's full of mutants. It's full of other, like, bad animals, bad people, whatnot. And everyone who goes there for supplies. They scavenge around for weapons, tools, and what other things they can get their hands on. With that, it's like very deadly and dangerous to go there. So you don't want to go alone. And when you go there, you're going to probably get something good or you're going to die. So, the only other thing I can talk about, and it's not exactly written on here, is I guess there are locations. Oh, I did pass one. There's also Gatorland. Now, Gatorland is led by 4 reptiles. And there's, it's like full of your crocodiles, turtles, frogs, snakes, all that, and they live in much more swampy like areas. The book doesn't directly say it, but I'm pretty sure the leader of Gatorland is the Ninja Turtles. Could be wrong. Could be making a far stretch there. But the last thing I will say though is in the book it says that in the north there's like more carnivorous animals like bears, lions, and whatnot. And then in the south, there's smaller towns that are allies with Cardania or whatever. But they're like a small like town. It's not something big enough to affect the war. So but the rest of this book is just like all stat blocks and whatnot. That's the basic lore you need for just this book alone. I hope you did enjoy it. I do plan on making more of these videos. If there's an RPG that you're interested in me covering the lore of, to give you like a quick summary of, please write it in the comments. If I own it, I'll go through it. If I don't, I may pick it up. So I hope this video was of help to you guys, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.